toddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Hey, flim, flam, bim, bam, oh, miss. My golly, and welcome to Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Gators offense will get the first swing of the game. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line, pick up a 4. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made.
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He's going to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room. Give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game.
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Looking to move it through the air. Shows him the stiff arm. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Back to throw. It's Law. Got it set up on the outside. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat, too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Well, it's a great individual effort by him, but boy, oh boy, it came at a cost. He was able to go out and get some positive yards and make something happen for his offense, but did you see the hit he just took? I don't know if he can take too many more of those.
Now on 2nd down. Give to the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They give it to him again. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
He's going for a big play downfield. Open runway ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Gators are threatening in the red zone. He'll keep it himself. And they pick up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
The Gators have their offense in high gear. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
And the Rebels want to move quickly. Looking downfield, it's Law. Moves around to clear up the vision. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? It's just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Duarte. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Duarte. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete on the right side. Ball is free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Oh, he makes the catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll try the run. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Throws toward the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Florida! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They put together an 81-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6.
Florida, 14, Ole Miss, 3.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against the
Afterburner's coming. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. The give from the gun. He breaks a tackle. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Leaves it with the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
He'll pull it on the read. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Right down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Pocket starts to collapse. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Gators will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Back to pass, it's Law. He's got his man. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw for it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. At the 35, he's open. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game one, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He slings it deep to the left. And the ball is intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision-making.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Law. They're bringing heat. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Field goal is good.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gators will boot it away to start the second half.
14.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Gets it out quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Hands it off. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Hard running there.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. You just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll send out the kicker here. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by 10 over Ball State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. It's a draw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Law. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Makes his connection. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the 1st down yardage.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage. I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
It's complete. They will score. Touchdown. Touchdown, Rebels!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
It's simple play, simple gain. Get that first down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
Here's the handoff. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. 1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
27, Florida, 24.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Dropping back, it's Law. He's got his man. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Looking to pass inside the red zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into. And when he caught it, making him feel you.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He wants to throw it again. He caught it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that one.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Kennedy. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, just you can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Looking to throw, it's Marquez. Fires to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Throws to the wideout. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights. Good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Scanning the field, it's Marquez. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. And they're able to make the tackle.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
Running back searching for a hole. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They are getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Grabs it in the middle.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Looking at a second and short now. Give to the running back. On the move at the 30. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Slides away. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Makes the catch. It's Duarte. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll run play action. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Personal foul.
This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. To the air, it's Marquez. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
41, Florida, 34.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. He's got it down the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to the air one more time. He makes the connection. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Back to pass, it's Marquez. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, guys, 4th quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball and trying to be aggressive and try to climb back into this one. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. Let's see what happens on 3rd.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do, just like practice. Knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a huge scoring extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
They've got the screen set up. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw. It's Law. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
It's never easy on defense being in a sudden change situation like this. On the very first snap, they take a shot. You're backed up almost in your red zone. Great job forcing an incompletion now to catch your breath, get some momentum.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Right on target this time. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. It is perfect. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw. It's Law. He's going up top here late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the